Hey, Roseann.
Hi. So today we decided we're just going to have a conversation, and it's not going to be an interview.
Correct.
Yes. And I think that everybody will be able to relate to what it is that we want to talk about today. So today we're going to talk about Dr. Gottlieb's 11th commandment for helping yourself heal, for helping you through difficult situations, right?
Right.
Many people are going through whatever transition they're going through, whatever they're dealing with.
Okay.
So what is the 11th commandment?
So, those of you who have been around for many decades, like the two of us,
Speak for yourself.
will remember the movie History of the World Part 1 with Mel Brooks. So in this movie, Mel Brooks, a.k.a. Moses, is coming down the mount, and he's got 3 tablets, and he says, God has given us 15. And then he steps on a rock and drops one of the tablets, and he says, no, 10. He's given us 10. Now, what gets into my little head is, what the hell was on that other tablet? And I've convinced myself that the 11th commandment is, thou shalt not take thyself too seriously. And if I had a vote, it would be in the top 10.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's where it comes from. And, you know, I want to talk about my mother.
Okay.
Can I talk about my mother?
You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, as long as it relates to what we're talking about. How's that?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my mother was neurotic, like neurotic on steroids. You know, she was class A neurotic. And kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Sorry, Mom. But she could laugh at herself. It's like she knew she was weird. And she was fine with it. You know, fine laughing at herself. It really changed everything. You know? It's fun,
Sure.
it's fun to laugh.
Sure, it lightens it up. It lightens the mood.
Yeah. I mean,
People are so afraid of laughing and using humor. You're being disrespectful, or you're not being taken seriously.
yeah. Yeah. I gotta tell you, you don't know this story. So,
Is it good for video?
is it good for you?
It'll be
We'll
good
see.
for me. Let's see.
We'll see. So, I recently did a radio show with my mentor, Geraldine Grossman, who's 90 years old and sharp as a tack, still has a full-time. She's an amazing woman.
Wow.
Anyway, she was my teacher 40 years ago, and my supervisor and I. So at the end of the show, we're off the air, and I say to her, Jerry, you know, I got to tell you something, a secret. I said, way back then, I kind of had the hots for you. And she says to me, she says, I know. She says, you said that at my husband's funeral when I asked you to say a few words. I said,
You really did?
yeah. I said that? She said, yeah. I said, Jerry, what's wrong with me?
You're a piece of work.
She said, nobody knows.
We haven't figured it out yet.
I said that in her way. I said, I'm
Wow.
scared of me. She says, good, you should be.
Wow.
So, you know, there's always room for humor.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
It was, yeah.
Well, this was wonderful today, just sitting here and laughing with you, because usually we're so serious about what we're talking about.
Well, maybe you are. So let me ask you something.
You don't even have to ask it. I do have the hots for you. And I'm not going to wait until anybody's funeral to tell you.
Oh, God. I got the hots for you, too.
All right, there we go. Thank
All right,
you.
We better end this now, because I'm getting nervous.
All right.